Today, you don't have Miss Egan, you have the scoundrel pirate Egan. And I am here today to teach you all about the sound ARRGH. Hi guys, I am so excited to teach you this sound this week. We're going to have so much fun and we're going to be saying ARRGH. This week we are focusing on the letters A and R. And if you remember, I've told you in the past that that letter R is a controlling letter. And when he comes after that letter A, those two sounds, they form a vowel digraph, right? We know a digraph is when two letters come together and make a new sound. I'm calling this a vowel digraph because A is a vowel, absolutely. All our other digraphs we've worked with so far have been consonant digraphs, like TH, like PH, like CH. This digraph has a vowel in it. It's called a vowel digraph. And instead of A saying ah and R saying r, 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 they come together and they say ARRGH, ARRGH. So all our spelling words this week are going to have that R sound in them. Let's find out more about it. Pirate letters. ARRGH. When pirate letters go walking, this sounds familiar, but it's different. When pirate letters go walking far, they start talking and they say ARRGH. Hey, I heard some R sounds in that poem. Let's find them. What do we got here? When pirate letters go walking R, F-A-R, I see A-R right there, they start talking and they say R. Let's look at this word start. St, st, st. That starts with a blend, but then I hear the sound R, which is combined by A and R. See it right here? And that consonant T comes after. Start talking, and they say R. Read it one more time with me. When pirate letters go walking far, they start talking, and they say R. Let me introduce you guys to our spelling words this week. All of these words are going to have what letters in them? A and R to make the sound ARRGH. Let's find out that first letter. Now we know pirates, they love gold. I put all of our spelling words on gold doubloons. Our first word is cart. R. Looks like this. We know that k sound can be C or K, but when that A comes after, when we hear that A, which we know because R, it's going to be C, right? K, R, t, t. If you have your dry erase board and your marker, write it with me. If you don't, pause the video and go grab it. K, R, t, cart. One more time. K, R, t, cart. At the supermarket, I put all my groceries in a cart. Cart. Let's find our next letter. Our next word, I'm sorry. Our next word. This next word is barn. B-R. Barn. Barn, barn, barn. Let's see how that looks. Barn. It's hard to see with my eye patch here, guys. Well, I know A and R are staying in there. I hear it. B-R. Ready? B-B-B. B-R. Barn. Let's try it one more time. B-R. Says barn. B-R. Barn. When I was at the farm, I walked into the barn. Barn. B-A-R-N. Barn. Our next spelling word rhymes with barn. It has the same exact ending. The word is yarn. Yarn. When I go knitting, I use a ball of yarn. Now think about what's different. R, N. Does my ending change? It does not. It has the same exact ending. A-R-N. Only the beginning sound changes. R, N. What's our beginning sound? Y. Y. You got it. Y, A-R-N. Y-R, N. Yarn. I use a ball of yarn to do a craft. Yarn rhymes with barn. Let's find our next spelling word. The word is harm. Harm. A lot of gold doubloons over here. Let's put this guy up here. Harm. Harm. So we have a different beginning sound and a different ending sound. But that middle R is staying the same. What does harm start with? H. You got it. R. Like Miss Egan. Harm. Harm. I want no harm to come to you guys. No harm. Means I don't want you to get hurt, right? Harm. R. Harm. Good job. All right. Guess what? Our next spelling word is very similar to this one. This spelling word is arm. Like a pirate has a hook on his arm. Arm. Let's hang that guy up here. Arm. So let's listen to the word arm. And let's listen to the word arm. What do we need to do? We need to delete or get rid of this sound, right? There's no beginning sound, right? It's just arm. Arm. I have two arms, right? If it was plural, then it would look like this. Arms. Right? We added S to make something plural. Arms. But we just have to worry about the word arm. Arm. Let me give you a little practice too. Something that we did last week, right? That bandit letter Y. If I make it like this, what word does it become? Now it's a two-syllable word. And when Y is at the end of a two-syllable word, it steals what letter sound? It steals the long E sound. Now this says army. Army. We know Y at the end of a two-syllable word says E. Army. Army is not one of our spelling words. I just wanted to show you guys that. Arm. A-R-M. Arm, arm, arm. Okay. One more spelling word for the week. And on Monday, you do this with Miss Crump, guys. What do you do on Mondays with Miss Crump? She'll give you an activity today. Art. A-R-T. Art. Art, art, art. On Mondays, you go to art with Miss Crump. Art. A-R-T. Says art. Art. Super job, guys. So those are our spelling words for the week. Arm, harm, yarn, barn, cart, art. Super work. Let's do a little practicing reading words with that R sound. And some of these words are going to have blends. Some are going to have digraphs. I bet you there's a compound word in here. You guys remember what compound words are? When you take two words and put them together, and it creates a whole new meaning. Let's try. I'm going to use my hook to help because a lot of these are going to have the R sound. Ready? Art, dark, barn, car, hard, yarn, harm, sharp, scarf, part, chart, charge. I'm going to slow down there. Ch, ch, R, j, j, j. Why does that G make the j, j sound, the soft G sound? The G is soft when I, E, or Y come after. We see that E, so we know it must say ch, R, j. Good job, guys. Had, hard, match. Remember TCH when it comes after a short vowel sound? M, a, ch. March, smart, apart, party. Whoop, there's that bandit Y. Party. Clark will park in the backyard. Ding, ding, ding. Compound word. Backyard. Back and yard come together to make the word backyard. Super job, guys. This is going to be on Seesaw at the end of the week for you to practice reading too, after we've done a week full of our words. Okay, time for me to show you our sight words for the week. Let's take this down. Okay. Our first sight word this week is four. In your book, you'll see a picture of a sheep, and it says a sheep has 4 legs. F-O-U-R. So this is the number 4. Write it in the sky with me. F-O-U-R. Now, how I like to remember 4, because we know we've spelled this before as 4, right? But that might be, I packed my lunchbox for school, right? With a purpose, right? But this is the number 4. And we spell 4, the number 4, F-O-U-R. F makes its regular sound. 4. R makes its regular sound, that expected sound. O and U here make that or sound, right? That we normally see with just O-R. Or. So I have to know this part by heart. But I already kind of know how to spell the number 4 because I'm used to writing F-O-R. But think about it this way. When I want to write the number 4, I need 4 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. F-O-U-R. 4. Super job, guys. That's our first sight word for the week. 4, 4, 4. 4. Okay. Our next sight word for the week is the word large. L-A-R-G-E. So we see our focus of the week, that A-R. Large. So just like I said before, I heard a silent, or not a silent, I'm sorry, a soft G, right? L. We know this week that A-R says R. So this is brand new, but we know it. I understand it. And we know that the G is soft, or it says the J sound when I, E, or Y come after. So L, R, J. So I'm going to remember that because that's a hard skill, that soft G, and the E is helping the G be soft. So the E doesn't say any sounds. He's helping the G be soft. That's his job there. His job right now is to make the G soft. L, R, J. Large. We picked a large pumpkin. L, write it in the sky with me. L, A, R, G, E. Large, large, large. Good job, guys. All right, a few more sight words to go. Our next sight word is the word none. None. In your book, you see none of the dogs has spots. None. N-O-N-E. none, none. Now, this is a little tricky because it looks like that magic E word. But if you listen to it, n, that wouldn't be how you would think to spell it, right? N makes its regular sound. O does not. It says n, So I have to remember that part by heart. And think of it that the word none means nothing. So think that O is nothing, right? O is not doing its job right now. It makes the sound n, n. We're used to E being silent at the end of words, right? Not saying anything. So remember it that way. E does not make a sound right now. N, n. I have to remember this part by heart, but my two N's do their jobs, right? So when I see this word, none, I can remember that it's none because I know that both of the N's do their jobs. E's not saying anything, and O says none. None of the dogs has spots. Write it in this guy with me. N-O-N-E. None. None. All right, boys, we are moving along. Our next sight word for the week is only. O-N-L-Y. Only. This goat only has one kid. Only. Now, in this word, O-N-L-Y. O is making its long vowel sound. Only, right? Sometimes when it's close to an open syllable, right, that O is making its long vowel sound. So O is making its long sound. I want to try and remember. O is making that long vowel sound. Remember, sometimes O says, oh, I'm long, all by himself. N is making its regular sound. Ooh is making its regular sound. And Y at the end of two-syllable words, only, says the E sound. So that we know, we just learned it last week. We do have to remember it, but we can read this word. And in case it's a little hard, I have a song for you. O-N-L-Y, only, O-N-L-Y, only. Can you spell it? Can you tell it? O-N-L-Y, only. Sing it with me. O-N-L-Y, only, O-N-L-Y, only. Can you spell it? Can you tell it? O-N-L-Y, only. Only. All right. We got two more words, guys. Our next sight word is the word put. P-U-T. Put. We put the best peaches in the box. Put. We put the best peaches in the box. Put. Now, P-T. P makes its usual sound. Put. T makes its usual sound. In the word put, U makes the sound put. Sorry, it makes the sound. Put. So that's not the usual sound that I hear from the letter U all by itself. So I need to remember that part by heart. Put. We put the best peaches in the box. I have to remember that this says put. So I have a little song to help us up with put. Ready? It goes, hey, Miss Egan's class, P-U-T. I spell put, P-U-T. I put that beat right into my hands. Put, P-U-T. Hey, Miss Egan's class, P-U-T. I spell put with a P-U-T. I put that beat right into my feet. Stomp. Ready? Put, P-U-T. Hey, Miss Egan's class, P-U-T. I spell put with a P-U-T. I put that beat right into my head. Put, P-U-T. Silly, but between that song and remembering this part by heart, I know I will know that this word says put. All right, last sight word for the week. Round. R-O-U-N-D. Round. A tractor has big, round wheels. Round. So the word round is spelled R-O-U-N-D. O-U here work together. We haven't learned about this part yet, but O-U makes a sound ow, ow, ow. Ow, and N-D, one of our end blends. I know this part. I know this part. This is the part I have to remember by heart, right? Ow, and. I like to remember it like this, right? We know circles are round. Let's pretend we're making a big circle in the sky. R-O-U-N-D. Round, round, round. Do it with me. Ready? R-O-U-N-D. Round, round, round. Super work, guys. Those are our sight words for the week. Ready? 4. Large, none, only, put, and round. Guys, I just found 2 more gold doubloons. I wonder what they say on them. I'm guessing our words. Look at this one. It says Clark. It looks like it's a capital C. How come sometimes words might start with a capital? If it's a noun and it starts with a capital letter, what type of noun is it? A proper noun, that's right. What type of thing might be a proper noun? A name. Clark. Clark. What does this other one say? Shark. Shark. Hey, Clark and shark rhyme. But you know what? I don't think pirates like sharks. Especially not ones named Clark. Oh no, guys, guess what? I have a story for you today called Clark the Shark. Pirates don't like sharks, I don't think. Let's hear all about Clark the Shark. The author of this story is Bruce Hale, and it was illustrated by Guy Francis. Just by looking at this book, do you think it's fiction or nonfiction? Definitely fiction, right? Sharks don't go to school and hold pencils and wear clothes. This type of fiction is not realistic fiction. This is fantasy. This is something that could not happen. Look, this submarine says school bus. In all the wide blue seas, in all the wide blue world, the top school for fish was the Theodore Roosterfish Elementary. And all of the fish at Theodore Roosterfish, the biggest and strongest, was Clark the Shark. R. Clark loved school, and he loved his teacher, Mrs. Inky Dink. He loved to play upsy-downsy and spin-a-majig with his friends. Clark loved his life. Oh, he's having so much fun. Good old Clark. School is awesome, shouted Clark the Shark. Less shouting, more reading, said Miss Inky Dink. Lunchtime is sweet, yelled Clark the Shark. Munch your own lunch, said his best friend Joey Mackerel. Recess rocks, bellowed Clark the Shark. You are playing rough, Clark, cried the other kids. Yes, Clark loved his life with all of his sharky heart, but he loved everything way too much. Is that true, Clark? Yes. He was too loud. He was too wild. He was just too much shark for the other fish to handle. After a while, no one would play with Clark. Oh, Clark, I'm so sorry. No one sat with him at circle time. Even his best friend, Joey Mackerel, said, "Cool your jets, Clark. You're making me crazy." Oh, poor Clark. One day, Clark asked Miss Inkydink,
"What's wrong with everyone?"
Mrs. Inkydink patted his fin. Clark, sometimes you play too hard. You munch too hard. And gosh, you even help too hard.
"But life is so exciting,"
said Clark. There's a time and place for everything, said Mrs. Inkydink. And sometimes the rule is to stay cool. Ooh, good advice, Mrs. Inkydink. I hope it helps Clark.
Me too.
At recess, Clark tried to stay cool, but he pushed the swing with too much zing.
"Sorry,"
said Clark.
"I forgot."
Yikes, cried Joey Mackerel. At lunch, Clark tried to stay cool, but everything smelled so good that he munched a bunch of lunches.
"Sorry,"
said Clark.
"I forgot."
We're starving, said his friends. Starving. Good AR word. Starving. In class, Clark tried to stay cool, but a good book got him all shook up. Now, Clark, said Miss Inkydink, this isn't the time or the place. Tell me, what's the rule?
"Stay cool,"
said Clark. Hey, that rhymes, he cried. What's the rule? Stay cool. Then Clark got a big idea in his sharky head. Maybe if I make a rhyme, I'll remember every time, he thought. The next day, he put his plan to work. Good luck, Clark. I hope it works out well.
Me too.
You guys know Miss Egan loves to put things to rhymes and songs, right? I bet it works out for Clark. In class, when lessons got exciting, Clark wanted to bounce up out of his seat. Instead, he told himself,
"When teacher's talking, don't go walking."
Good idea, Clark. And what do you know? It worked. Attaboy, Clark, said Miss Inkydink. Clark smiled.
"Lessons are fun."
At lunch, everything smelled so yummy. When Clark wanted to eat and never stop, he told himself,
"Only munch your own lunch."
And it worked again. Way to go, Clark, said his friends. Clark grinned.
"Lunch is fun."
Good job, Clark. At playtime, Clark told himself,
"Easy does it, that's the way. Then my friends will let me play."
And playtime was fun. Once more, Clark loved his life. Oh, and he should, because it's so wonderful. But then a shadow fell across the playground. A ginormous shadow with tentacles galore. It's a new kid and he looks scary, cried Joey Mackerel. Swim for your lives! The squid squashed the slide and it snapped off the swings. Oops, my bad, said the new kid.
"Wait,"
said Clark.
"he just wants to play. Let's find a
way." And he swam at the new kid with all his might. Clark played harder than he had ever before. Upsy downsy and spinamajig. Why, he even made up a new game called Tail Wumpalumps. Wow, that was so fun, said the new kid breathlessly. And he settled down.
"If you want to come to school, you've got to stay cool,"
said Clark. That's right, Clark, said Miss Inkydink. And thanks for taking care of our new classmate, Sid the Squid. Hooray for Clark the Shark! Hooray! Cheered everyone. That night, Clark's mother asked, What did you learn at school, dear?
"There's a time and place for everything," Clark said. "Sometimes you stay cool."
Good advice, Clark.
"But sometimes a shark's gotta do what a shark's gotta do."
The end. I love, love, love Clark the Shark, and I love him so much that I'm going to show you guys how to draw him. So I hope you enjoyed our phonics lesson all about our
R sounds and Clark the shark.
Take a quick break. Go get yourself a pencil and piece of white paper, and I'm going to show you how to draw
Clark the shark.